Made some signings, improved the team a little bit. There are 12 loanees that were already at the club. 12. And I can't cancel any of them. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with Pro Vercelli. I'm Dan, aka D-Boy Plays. Let's have a little chat about what we've done. I've done all of pre-season. Pre-season's been done. We made some acquisitions. I brought in 5 people on a free because, let's face it, that wasn't actually that much money, 250k. Couldn't actually sign anyone. Basically had to put all of it into wages. But it did mean that we could make some extra additions to the squad. First one we've got here is Amadou Diambo. Pretty decent centre mid at this level. Room to improve according to the Pro Vercelli scouts. He's got potential to be a Serie A player, which is pretty nice. Hopefully he could be one of those players that we have throughout the series, but we'll see how things go. Does look pretty good though. We shall see how he gets on with us. Next up, we've got this chap, Mark Pabai, from Liberia. I don't think I've ever managed a man from Liberia before, so this will be interesting. Was just rotation options, just something to slightly improve on the team, but just gives us something, just gives us a different option, really. And has potential to be a Serie B right back. So that kind of helps us out if we get promoted, you know what I mean? So we'll have some players that can help us move forward. Amadou Traore, another Amadou. On the right-hand side now. Again, looked pretty decent. I like the look of his physicals. Physicals look pretty decent. And again, according to the report, potentially be Serie A player. So that's 2 additions to the squad that hopefully we'll have for a while. And we can have those 2 sort of help us get all the way up to the top. This one was a little bit different. Jury Maconte, French kid. According to the scouts, bags of potential. Yes, he's a Serie D player. I did check when we went to sign him. He was wanted by PSG, which I thought was quite interesting. So we managed to nab him before PSG got in there. Again, physicals are pretty good. His determination is pretty low, though. We'll just have to see how this one goes. I mean, he's going to be one of those players that's probably going to get used more in the youth team than anything, but bit of depth, gives us some options. And the last player that we got in was Agostino Camiglino. I'm going to go with that. Centre-back. New centre-back, because the centre-backs that we had a couple that looked pretty decent, but definitely needed some improvement at the back. Yeah, so those are the newbies. As for loans, yeah, there's 12. We've got 12 loans, and I can't cancel any of them. So it's going to be a few loan players that might not get as many games this season. So as you can see, it wasn't great. It wasn't amazing. We lost quite a few games. Drew against some teams I wasn't expecting to draw. I didn't think we'd draw against Luzerne and Sion. And that's not that bad a loss, really, to FC Utrecht. They're a top team, so that's I can deal with that. But yeah, not terrible. We had a nice little run. Absolutely battered Asicatena. I'm going with that. And yeah, Andrea Aragini, likely to be our starting striker for the season. A lot of hopes going into him, so we'll see how he does. But it was fine. We actually also changed our formation a little bit as well as we were going on. We started off with that 4-2-3-1 DM formation, but I've kind of settled on this. It looks pretty defensive. There's a lot of people back here. We've got 7 people in our own half. But it's not too bad, you know. We've got options. We've got that pressing forward. We've got Comey in there, but Aringa looks also like a decent option. Arigidi. I'm going to suck at naming every single one of these players. Delamorte looks like a solid player that was already here. Traore already fitting into the team. Yeah, we've just got to see how they do. I mean, this might look a tad defensive, but we're going with positive mentality, going for that gegenpress. It's kind of a hybrid of German and Italian football in my head. Very Italian sort of looking formation, but obviously with that sort of heavy metal football, Jurgen Klopp-esque style, I guess, pressing. Again, all we can do is see how it does. But important thing that we've got to do today, though, is get into our first league games. And it happens to be against a team called Pro Patria. Never heard of them. Okay, so jumping into the first game of the season, let's have a little chat about the team. So, in goal, we did go for Rizzo. I figure it's pronounced Rizzo like pizza. Yeah, Rizzo. We're going with him. Pretty average across the board, but he is only 17. There's a chance for him to grow. And goalkeeping stats there don't look bad for a 17-year-old. So, again, hopefully he develops into something half decent. Back three of Alberto Massi. We've got Macchioni in the middle, and then new boy Camigliano. That took far too long to say. Agostino Camigliano. Pronunciations. Right wing back, we've got our new boy Pabai. We've got Anastasio. Perfect. Italian. Anastasio at left wing back with Calvano and Diambo sitting in the middle. And then a front three of Della Morte, Traore and Comey. Defence is basically all the loanies that looked half decent. And then these guys probably won't feature that much, but we shall see. What's Guindo like? Yeah. Fine, let's jump into this game. Right, we have got Pro Patria. Let's see how we get on. Oh my god, I've got 15 subs. I didn't realise I had so many subs. We need to get some subs on the bench. We're learning. We're learning as we go. I need some subs. Oh my goodness. Players who play 50 or more matches in the top division are ineligible. Okay, fine. Probably wouldn't have any of them. Cristini, Gentile, Vergara, Nardella, Guindo, and Macont. There we go. Right, finally, got enough people in the team. Let's go. Right, here we go. Pro Vercelli's first game. We're at home. Does actually look kind of similar to our stadium when we did the stadium tour. I mean, there weren't as many palm trees in the background, as in there were none, but, you know, the stadium actually looks a bit like it. It's not too dissimilar. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we get on, really. I mean, I've got no personal expectations. I'm not thinking that we'll get anywhere. But it would be nice to have a good first season. Let's say that. So, yeah, let's dive in. Need to sort my screen out. Hang on. I like to see the league table. Also, let's face it, we need some sound. Right. So far, statistically, looks like we are dominating, which is nice. Might drop a little bit of encouragement. Oh, no need to. Della Morte on the free kick. Crosses it in. Finds Mazzi. Back stick. First goal of the season. To the good. What a start. If we can hit the ground running with a nice easy win, I'll be pleased. And yeah, that was really nice. Good cross from Della Morte. He looks like he's going to be a good player. The important thing as well is obviously because my manager is completely unknown in Italy, got to try and win the team over and try and get them on my side. So lots of praise, lots of you guys are brilliant, like me. Saparetti plays it through the middle. Doesn't quite find a teammate. Camigliano plays it over to Mazzi. Pabai into Diambo. Traore now on the right-hand side. Back to Mazzi. Into Macchioni. Diambo, back to Mazzi now. They're just passing it around for fun. All the way back to the keeper. Rizzo brings it to Macchioni. Just moving it around now. Della Morte on the ball. Forwards to Comey. Can he make any space for a shot? No, he can't. Oh, Della Morte gets through. Finds Comey. Nice finish. I think he might have been offside. Yeah. Good. It's good to see that we're kind of, you know, getting forward and getting in goal-scoring opportunities, though. They haven't had a shot yet. And usually when I say that, they have a shot. Hasn't happened, though. Della Morte with a corner, plays it in. Can't find a teammate. Traore picks it up on the edge of the box, though. Over to Camgliano. Back to Macchioni. Plays it over to the right-hand side. Diambo into Massi. Diambo with a little bit of space. Finds Traore. What a finish. Rattled in off the bar. Goal on the debut. Nice work, boys. Really, really nice. Yeah, creating a little bit of space on that wing. Manages to find his teammate. Absolutely rattled. Volleyed. First time into the goal. Gorgeous. Gorgeous finish. 2-0 to the good. You love to see it. And looks like we are going in at half-time. 2-0 up. Opposition haven't even had a shot yet. This I like. This I'm a fan of. And, don't know if anyone saw it, possession, 69. Sexy numbers. Going really well, though. I like it. Comey's the only one that's maybe not having as big a game as I would have liked him to. Might be worth subbing him out. We're at the 61st minute mark. Yeah, let's make a couple of changes. Right, I'm going to take you out for Araghini. And do you know what? Let's take off Pabai for Renault, I guess. Yeah, for Renault. Let's bring on Renault. Anybody else I'd want to change out? Maybe Anastasio. I still don't. It's going to take me a long time to learn how to pronounce people's names. We'll put Gentile on that side. Or Gentile. I don't know why I'm making it French. How many subs do I get? 5 subs in 3 stoppages. Okay, so it's the same as every other league I've played in so far, so that's not too bad. Oh, they've had a shot. Well done, Patria. Or Patria. Renault with a throw. Back to Traore. Makes a little bit of room. Gets his cross away. Finds Delamorte. Good save from Del Favero, but Delamorte follows up with the tap-in. 3-0 to Pro Vercelli. This is a great start. Great start to the save. Great start to the season. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm happy with how it's going. We'll be in Serie A in no time. Excellent teamwork. Really nice. Again, I'm saying all this. Pro Patria or Pro Patria, however it's meant to be said, might not be a very good team, but I'm just happy that we're dominating. Ball switched over to the right-hand side and Renault controls nicely. Holds it up for a little bit. Plays it back to Massi. Okay. We're going to get one more attack on the go. Macchioni into Calvano. Diambo on the ball. Plays it over to Renault. Back to Mazzi. Macchioni. Crowd cheering with every pass. Delamorte now. Back to Camigliano. Got to get quicker at saying these names. Camigliano again on the ball. Over to Macchioni. Araghini. Great ball through for Traore. Oh, just wide. Not bad, though. Not bad. We are dominating this game. And that is nice to see. That is nice to see. I think we're going to rest Macchioni, take him off for Cristini, just because he's not as performing as well as everyone else. Anyone want to have a run around? They're all looking complacent. Mustachio, I keep calling him Mustachio, we'll bring you on for Traore. Why not? Get you out there as well, son. We'll save that sub just in case we get an injury towards the end of the game. Because you never know, do you? Del Favero plays it forward. Big ball forward. Can he find a teammate? Yes, he can. Finds Shakir. Trying to find a teammate. Can't though. Diambo intercepts. Plays it forward to Araghini. Headed forward though. And now Piu has the ball. Back to Bertoni. Boffelli plays it forward to Piu. In the middle with Shakir. Nice finish from them. Nice little play up. Nice for them to get a consolation as well. Nice, nice, nice. But we have just conceded, and I hope that's not going to become a trend of lots of goals conceded. Nicely worked goal there from them, though. Played into the middle. Excellent header. Really well done. Let's just try and hang on to this win. Let's not muck around. I'm going to chuck a bit of praise at them because they are playing well, and they have done decently to get a nice 3-1 win to start the season off. Keep it there. 20 shots on target as well. Very nice. Delamorte plays it forward but can't find his teammate. Perotti on the ball now. Takes his time. Plays it in the middle to Fietta. Piu on the ball. Plays it to the left-hand side. Montini moving into the middle now. Excellent through ball. Piu on the ball. Misses by a country mile. Calvano to Cristini. Forward to Diambo. Cristini again on the ball. They're just getting Cristini touches. That's all they're doing right now. Just letting him have a little go on the ball. You going to pass to anyone else? No. Oh, okay. Here we go. Massi's on the ball now. Down the line to Renault. He's tackled by Fietta. Played back to Molinari. Bertoni in the middle to Goldie. Or Gloddy, I think that was. Bertoni over to Lombardoni. Again, forgive me, I'm going to be terrible at pronouncing every single name to start with. I'll get better, I promise. There we go, full time. Pro Vercelli 3, Pro Patria 1. Nice way to start the season. Good win. Well done, lads. Where did that take us up to? Okay, we're in third. Okay, I can take third. Third's a nice way to start the season. Yeah, really well done. I liked the new boy, Amadou Traore. Looks good. And even with 8 finishing, managed to hold some nice composure. Scores on his debut. Let's have a little chat with the press about how the game's... You can have to be happy. We did excellent. Nice to get off to a winning start, absolutely. Alberto Matter doesn't find the back of the net often. Yeah, he's been working hard on it. Was it pretty... Yes, it was pleasing. Yes, very good. Amadou Traore enjoyed a goal-scoring debut. It was good to see him find the back of the net. Cool. None of the press hate me yet, which is a good thing. Anyway, let's rest those boys because they've had a good little run around, and let's get ourselves prepared for the next game, which happens to be against Novara. They're our rivals. Okay, jumping into our second game of the episode and the season, we are against our rivals Novara. This will be interesting. Board are expecting a draw, fans are expecting a draw. Let's try and cheer them up and see if we can get them a win. Let's have a look at our season tales. Season ticket sales 1,055. Not too bad. Not many changes made either, to be honest with you. They're suggesting make some alterations to that, but all I've done is I've brought in Perotta, Gentile and Arrigini just to give them a little bit of game time. Form wise they're slightly better than their counterparts, but that's fine. You know, obviously we all know that it's important to have a little bit of rotation. I might drop that defensive line just a hair, because the last thing we need away from home is to get embarrassed by our biggest rivals. This is exciting though. Second game of the season against rivals. That seems uncalled for, really. It's just set me up to fail, really. Let's get out there though. See how we get on. They've got a 4-3-3. Bit boring, really. Bit basic, innit? Nah, it should be fine. Let's see how we get on. Nothing so far. Well, they've had a shot. It's a free kick to us, though. Delamorte standing over it. Just outside the box. Goes for goal. In off the post. What a finish. 1-0 to the good. Away against the rivals. Very nice. And what a finish as well. Oh, my lord. Yeah, that's gorgeous. In off the post. Beautiful free kick. I like Delamorte. I like him a lot. Me and him are going to get on just fine. What a start. Yeah, I mean, look, if we can get promoted first time of asking, that definitely makes the save a little bit easier, but I'm already running before I can walk. We've got to take it one game at a time. Hopefully we don't absolutely balls it up at some point. Massi over to Camagliano. Diambo over to Perotta. Diambo, Perotta again, forward to Delamorte. Down the line to Anastasio. Threaded ball. And that's a foul on Arrigini, and we've got ourselves a penalty. Who's stepping up to take this? Who's our penalty taker? Delamorte. Oh, keeper goes the wrong way. 2-0. Is this going to be really easy? Am I getting lulled into a false sense of security here? Great pen. Nah, it's not going to be easy. There'll be difficult moments. We all know that. But that's a solid first half. Apparently we're struggling in front of goal. I would disagree, seeing as we're winning 2-0. Urso, though, for Novara, plays it forward. Can't find a teammate. Delamorte now starting a counter-attack. Plays it forward to Arrigini. Moves into a little bit of space. Can he find a teammate? Goes for goal himself. Sends it over. And that is half-time. 2-0 to the good. What a start. Very, very pleased. Is anybody having any shockers? Gentile. I'm going to ruin the pronunciations of every player name for forever. He might need to come off at some point. He's not having the best game. Anastasio throws it in to Perotta. Camigliano, back to Perotta, forward to Diambo. All the way back with Rizzo now, forwards to Camigliano. Just moving the ball around, creating a little bit of space. Perotta playing that wide centre-back role really nicely. Diambo switches play. Great ball over to Gentile. Down the line to Traore. Can he trigger something? Gentile in the middle to Diambo. Massi now. Back to Calvano. Back in the middle now with Camigliano. Can we create anything of this? Anastasio on the left-hand side. Plays it in the middle. Finds Diambo. Heads it back to him. Ooh, Araghini just over the bar. Good start. I'm going to take off Gentile because he is not having the best game. And he's on a booking, so the last thing I need is him getting sent off. We'll bring on... They're suggesting Pabai. We'll bring on Pabai. Why not? And I think we're going to make a change. Actually, no. We'll keep everything the same for now. We can obviously make some more changes in a moment. But there's no need to change things because they're going right. The other thing as well, like looking at the fixture list, it's not that congested. Obviously, we've got, you know, the typical. I think it's 38 games this season or 34, something like that. But it's not busy. We're not like crammed in, which is pretty decent. It's, you know, there's not going to be moments where we're going to get absolutely conked out. I don't think. There's a couple of moments. Obviously, there's a couple of busier patches, but it's not horrific. How many games do we have? 38. Okay, fine. So yeah, I think in the 38 games, I think there's maybe 1 month that looked like it was going to be a bit rubbish in terms of players getting tired and whatnot. Let's make one more stoppage. Take you off because you look knackered. We'll bring on Colisacco. Again, apologies. If you know how to say any of the names of these players, I would love to know the pronunciations because all I'm going to do is just say it wrong every time. We'll take off Massi as well. We'll bring on Macchioni. I think that's right, Macchioni. We'll go with Macchioni. We'll bring him on because he had a decent game last one. He played another free kick. Corradini standing over it now, interestingly. Goes for goal, sends it over. Maybe should have let Delamorte take that one. And there's already some bias coming from me towards Delamorte. I can feel it coming, but there we go. You got to love your own. Is his back-to-back wins to start the season? I think it is. 2-0 against our rivals, Novara. What a lovely start to the campaign. 2 wins. Only 1 goal conceded as well, which was a bit of a rubbish goal to concede, but they did play well when they did that. That was our previous game, obviously, against Patria, who are bottom of the table. But that's a decent start. 2 wins in 2. Perotta makes his debut. And yeah, Delamorte. What a game you had, mate. What a game. Let's just have a quick chat with these guys. When will we come back for this? So I collected a number of cards. I'm not going to talk about that. He was amazing. Yeah, he was the best. We love Delamorte. Not quite sure when we'll come back. Let's have a little look at the fixture list. We'll probably play things out. I'll tell you what we'll come back for. We'll come back for Vicenza and Lecco because that is our start in the Coppa Italia. Thank you very much for watching though. If you've enjoyed the video, please make sure you subscribe, like it, and all those various YouTube things. If you want to leave a comment down below as well, that would be great. Other than that though, look after yourselves and I will see you in the next episode where we take on Vicenza and Lecco. Much love.